Once again, we are glad you're still tuned onto the only channel that inspires you. My name is Patricia Lukoma. Let's head into the bulletin. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Commander-in-Chief of UPDF, Thursday evening appointed General Muhoozi Kainerugaba as the new Chief of Defense Forces, replacing General Wilson Basumbadi, who has been appointed minister in the new cabinet reshuffle. Defense Minister spokesperson Brigadier General Felix Kulaije has confirmed the new changes made by the Commander-in-Chief and takes immediate effect.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, in his powers as the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF, has made several changes in the UPDF leadership. In the changes released by the defense spokesperson, Brigadier General Felix Kulaije, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba has been appointed the new Chief of Defense Forces, replacing General Wilson Basumbadi, who has been appointed State Minister for Trade.
The Honorable General Basumbadi has been appointed Minister of State for Trade in the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Tourism and Cooperatives. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba has been appointed the CDF of the UPDF. Deputy CDF, Honorable Lieutenant General Peter Ilwelu, has been appointed Senior Presidential Advisor. In his position, he has been replaced by Lieutenant General Samuel Okiding as Deputy CDF.
General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, as Senior Presidential Advisor in charge of Special Operations, is a senior military officer who has served in different capacities prior to this new appointment.
Establish the airborne section of the Special Forces. Actually, the beginning of Special Forces was presidential protection combining with the airborne forces. That was an initiative of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba when he was, I think, Lieutenant Colonel at that time. And he's been involved in combat in Central African Republic, in DRC, in South Sudan. He has done courses both within and outside the country. So General Muhoozi Kainerugaba is going to put a footprint on the successful completion of the professionalization process.
General Mbadi, in his military career, has held various top positions, including ADC to the President, Deputy Chief of Defense Forces, Joint Chief of Staff of the UPDF, a position he served from May 2013 until January 2017.
Improve the welfare of our troops, improve the logistics support of our force to make sure we have adequate mobility for the commanders, for the logistics, for the troops.
General Mbadi has seen the UPDF grow, the highest saving cooperatives of Wazalendo, SACCO, which is the UPDF SACCO. He has seen the UPDF grow to start a science, an ICT and science university in Jinja. He has seen the UPDF successfully deal a decisive blow against the ADF in Eastern Congo. He has seen successful operations against the cattle thieves and rustlers in Karamoja.
Lieutenant General Sam Okiding has been appointed Deputy Chief of Defense Forces, replacing Lieutenant General Peter Erel, who has been appointed senior presidential advisor.
Deputy CDF has been an artillery officer mainly. Actually, in the operations against LRA, the Sudanese from Khartoum and the LRA knew Okidingo was a gun, because he was, as an artillery commander, he did a tremendous job in dealing a deadly blow to the LRA in the 90s. So General Kidinga has been mainly a career officer in the artillery, and he was appointed deputy CDF under General Rugby.
President Museveni also promoted the Chief of Staff Land Forces, Major General Jack Agonza Bakasumba, to the Joint Chief of Staff, replacing Major General Leopold Chanda. Special Force Commander Brigadier General David Mugisha has been promoted to the rank of Major General. Haruna Mtesasira, UBS News.
Now, in a related story, as UBC, the national broadcaster, we do have out tonight special coverage about the changes and transfer made at the helm of the UPDF leadership. In that relation, our reporter Sharon Chumgisha profiled General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the new CDF.
As a child, Muhoozi attended schools in Tanzania, Mount Kenya Academy in Nyeri, Kenya, and Sweden. After his father became president of Uganda in 1986, he attended Kampala Parents School, King's College Buddo, and St. Mary's College Chisubi. Muhoozi joined Nottingham University, where he obtained a political science degree in 1997. In 1999, Muhoozi joined the Uganda People's Defense Forces at the rank of the officer cadet. Muhoozi was admitted to the Egyptian Military Academy, where he took both the company and battalion commanders courses. He also has attended the Kalama Armored Warfare Training School. In 2000, he graduated from the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, the British Army's officer training school. In 2007, he was admitted to a one-year course at the United States Army Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, graduating in June 2008. In September 2011, Muhoozi was promoted to Colonel. In early 2012, Muhoozi enrolled at the South African National Defence College for the Executive National Security Program. In August 2012, he was promoted to Brigadier General and appointed Commander, Special Forces Command. In 2013 and 2014, Muhoozi was one of the senior UPDF commanders who was deployed to South Sudan to support the government of South Sudan after fighting broke out in Juba between rival factions of the SPLA. In 2017, Muhoozi was appointed Senior Presidential Advisor on Special Duties, a position he held until December 2020. He also served as Commander of the Special Forces Command SFC from 2008 to 2017 and again from December 2020 to 2021. In June 2021, Muhoozi was appointed Commander of UPDF Land Forces, taking over from Lieutenant General Peter Elwelu. On March 21, 2024, the President of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, appointed General Muhoozi Kainerugaba as Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. Sharon Chomjisha.
Now, still relatedly, President Yoweri Museveni has made a mini cabinet reshuffle, dropping 5 ministers and bringing in 6 new entrants into the shake-up released late Thursday evening. Peter Lokeris replaces Kitutu as the new Karamoja Affairs Minister, as Sironko Woman Member of Parliament Flores and Nambozo Wamala replaces Agnes Nandutu as the new State Minister for Karamoja Affairs. General Basumbade, who has been at the helm of the UPDF as CDF, is now Minister of State for Trade. Mbadi is replaced by the Presidential Advisor on Special Operations, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Balam Barugahara, the Patriotic League of Uganda coordinator, Western Uganda, is now the State Minister designate for Youth and Children's Affairs, replacing Sarah Mateke Nyerapchi, who is now the new State Minister for Defense and Veteran Affairs. The principal private secretary to the president, Dr. Kenneth Omona, is now the state minister for northern Uganda. He replaces Grace Kwewichinyi, who is now the senior presidential advisor, youth representative to parliament. Fiona Nyamotoro is the new state minister for the mineral development, replacing Peter Lokeris, who has been elevated and appointed Minister of Karamoja Affairs. Kitgum Woman Member of Parliament Lillian Abba is the new state minister for refugees, office of the Prime Minister, replacing Esther Anyakun, who is now the state minister for gender, labor and social development. Asio Omaswa is the new principal private secretary to the president. She replaces Dr. Kenneth Omona, who is now the minister for northern Uganda. The new changes in the cabinet and the UPDF were released late Thursday evening through President Museveni's official Twitter handle. Both Karamoja Affairs Minister Dr. Mary Goreti Kitutu and Agnes Nandutu have been dropped and replaced. Now, a section of members of parliament has appreciated President Museveni in the fight against corruption. This follows an adjustment of the cabinet where some ministers were dropped after the recent scandal of the diversion of iron sheets meant for the vulnerable communities in Karamoja.
The Karamoja docket faced the biggest disappointment after both cabinet and state ministers were dropped. Ministers including Mary Goreti Kitutu and Agnes Nandutu are undergoing court process for allegedly diverting iron sheets meant for the vulnerable communities in Karamoja. The duos is among the 5 ministers dropped from cabinet.
I just want to thank the head of this country, President Yoweri Museveni, for the opportunity he gave me to serve at the highest level in government as a cabinet minister. I am very grateful and I thank him for that opportunity. While many people in the country saw nothing in me, President Yoweri Museveni saw something in me and appointed me to be one of the 100 most important or very important persons in this country. And I've done my best to serve this country.
Former State Minister for Karamoja Affairs, Agnes Nandutu, admits that the challenges which attacked her docket have caused her ministerial position.
I would have served even better, but because of the challenges that were there, I did a little, but at least I have left a mark where I was appointed. Where I have gone wrong, I ask the president to forgive me. But as I move from the front bench to the back bench, I'll still serve this government diligently. It doesn't mean that when you leave the field and you go to the bench, you don't remain one part of the team. I'm the part of the winning team, the NRM team, and I will cheer them from behind.
Nandutu has been replaced by Florence Wamala Nambozo, the woman member of parliament, Sironko district, while Minister Mary Goreti Kitutu was replaced by Peter Lokeris, who was moved from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. Members of parliament welcomed the move, citing the urgency in the fight against corruption.
At this time, we need to be firm and fight corruption. Anybody mentioned in a corruption tendency, that person is not fit to serve in the government offices. With that, I support him.
The MPs also expressed mixed reactions over the appointment of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba as the Chief of Defence Forces. The Foster General leads a pressure group dubbed the Patriotic League of Uganda, which has highly been deemed as a political movement.
He will not be participating. He will only be providing security to us as members of PLU who will be mobilizing for Museveni and NRM. So there is no contradiction at all in that. You see, the question of mobilization, you can say Chemaswet for NRM. Does it really offend NRM that Chemaswet is mobilizing for NRM? Or probably Mukula is mobilizing for NRM?
Kira Municipality MP Ibrahim Semujunganda says the appointment of General Muhoozi indirectly ends the PLOU agenda.
It is not going to be possible for a CDF to go to capture to address a rally. That has ended. And I think Muhoozi had given a pointer when he was in Masaka, when he said he elect people who will work for development and who will work with Museveni. So the people who had been excited by Muhoozi's birthday parties and subsequent rallies now must find refuge somewhere else. The outfit has unofficially been disbanded.
When you are now made a CDF, you are now playing a very critical role in the country's security architecture. That means politicking may not be an option anymore, but you have to pursue matters that relate to the security and peace of Uganda other than politicking.
General Kainerugaba has been serving as a senior presidential advisor in charge of special operations. Muhoozi also served as the commander land forces until 2022. Lieutenant General Samuel Okiding has been appointed as the deputy CDF. Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Guitabinji, UBC News.
Now still on the new appointments of events promoter and PLU Vice Chairperson for Western Uganda, Balam Barugahara Atenyi, as State Minister in charge of Youth Affairs, has stood up as the day's talk. In an exclusive interview with the Minister-designate, this is what he had to share.
It has been a day of smiles for events promoter Balam Barugahara Atenyi, who in the Thursday evening cabinet reshuffle secured the cabinet post of State Minister in charge of Youth and Children Affairs.
Your Excellency, I make this commitment, and I make the commitment to Uganda that I will serve diligently without discrimination, and I will serve in line with the NRM manifesto.
To Balam Barugahara, this comes as a surprise.
It came as a shock. I was praying with my pastor. So we're praying, it's a norm, we do pray in the evening. So someone called me and told me, check Muzei's handle. So when I went to Muzei's handle, 3 seconds, actually, I didn't even spend 3 minutes. I'm among the people who respond to his handle. So immediately I went to number 29 and I discovered he had appointed me as a Minister of State. This is not something simple.
He salutes the newly appointed CDF for nurturing him up to this level.
So I'm here to offer my special thanks and respect to the person who identified me in the first place, because I've worked with the President for so many years. I've been one of his top campaigners countrywide. But he had never seen that leadership element in me. I think he looks at me as a Vivulu organizer. But here comes a general in the armed forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who first of all spotted me, associated with me, identified me, trained and mentored, placed me in a responsible position of Vice Chairman Western PLU. He's the man who has done it all.
Then what about the dress code for a man whose t-shirt had become his brand?
Then Balam wears his one shirt. He's minimizing his expenses, he's not doing wastage, and he's expanding his pocket. Now that one becomes Balam which sati. But who is rich, who's working hard to earn, and then the other Balam you want of Masuti, who's busy on the street conning people that we need money for this, we need money for this event. So let us not look at dress code as a key factor, but because there are codes of conduct and dress code for Parliament and Cabinet, I will honor those dress codes. But the moment I get out of Parliament and in my car, I will always have my shirt.
Key among his focus in line with his duty will be mainly to lobby for the youth.
So for you young people in PLU, National Unity Platform, DP, UPC, come and join me to transform this country. Let us hear your problems. Let us hear your challenges. As your leader in the government, I will ensure those problems are addressed through my line minister, the cabinet minister. Those issues should be addressed properly well, and then the president and cabinet, and if need be, they are taken to the floor of parliament.
The question of whether he will perform or not, the answers are satisfactory.
Balam has been appointed designated minister in charge of youth and children. I have worked with him. We've been mobilizing together. Post-COVID, we moved throughout the country to mobilize the youth to test whether COVID-19 can be resisted. And he has been working with youth for a long time. I have no doubt in his capacity to perform.
However, there are those who insinuate that the current appointments of PLU members into cabinet and the elevation of its chairman to CDF will partly slow down the mobilization agenda.
The chairman, he's not here, okay? So some things don't need, and even when you're doing Ubuntu, you don't need the president or somebody to be actually there. It's a group of people, and I can say we're pretty much organized to be able to run throughout and doing several activities to benefit Ugandans.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now, in a recent reshuffle by the president, the Ministry of ICT maintained its ministerial leadership with Dr. Chris Badiomonsi as cabinet minister and Joyce Sebugwao and Godfrey Kabyanga as state ministers. Kabyanga has committed to steer the mandate of digital transformation and development as stated during his meeting with the urban council speakers of the Western region at an annual general meeting held in Kasese.
I will continue serving as I have been serving.
Honorable Godfrey Kabyanga has made his inaugural appearance at the regional annual general meeting for the Uganda Urban Council Speakers Association following his reappointment as Minister in charge of national guidance,
which involves patriotism, mindset change.
He received the news of his appointment while on recess, assessing and monitoring government programs in Kasese district.
To give policy direction. And obviously, since my mandate has been renewed, I will even double my efforts, like the population census, which is on 9th of May, and then parish development model, and obviously the NRM registration.
Local council leaders were equally excited about the president's gesture in renewing Kabyanga's service in the cabinet of Uganda.
Because we were already impressed, and we had a feeling at higher authorities in central government he had impressed by the virtue of his outstanding performance, loyalty, composure. It shows he's a very, very performing individual, and that's why it did not catch us more as of a surprise. The only surprise we got, we were expecting to see him on the first page. That is why we see a person of his stature.
I will continue serving as I have been serving. My mandate, the mandate of the ministry is digital transformation, information dissemination.
Now, Harriet Sally, an NRM mobilizer, has convened a gathering with members of the trust group in Rugby village Kakomiro district aimed at alleviating poverty and fostering community development. The trust group, established 6 months ago, operates on a unique model where individuals contribute monthly funds for investments in income-generating ventures for their choice.
During her visit to the home of Robert Subiri, the group collected over 6 million shillings, marking a significant milestone in their journey towards self-sufficiency.
And now people are not scared of the loans people have been giving. Instead, they come and join this one. The next day, your name shall be read, and you'll come here to pick your money. Even the next month like this, another person will get. The other month, another person like that. So people are no longer believing in loans, these community-based loans. Even some are no longer going to the bank. Now, like today, the person they have given money today has received 6 million. Parish development model is giving us 1 million.
Harriet Sally expressed her delight in witnessing tangible progress in the community's economic empowerment efforts.
Some of our people are not yet at it. They are not yet at it. Why? Some people, when they hear about community mobilization or community development, some people tend to scare away. Some people think that those people are coming to give loans, and after which they will go and arrest them.
Sally emphasized her commitment to guiding community members towards sustainable income-generating activities rather than merely rallying support for the NRM party. The trust group's model of operation involves collecting funds generated from the sale of agricultural produce. Each member receives a portion of the consolidated fund, enabling those without income-generating activities to kickstart their projects.
The message I have to my members, it is working hard and putting much effort in the thing that we are in. So, and another message is being together and trust each other, as our group is called Trust Agency.
This innovative approach has garnered widespread support and participation, leading to tangible development outcomes within the community. Sudat Kaye and Robert Boita, UBC News.
Now, Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Among, has inaugurated the newly appointed Labour Advisory Board with a major call to the new team to address the issue of contractless workers as well as lack of better compensation mechanisms.
This Friday, the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development has inaugurated the new Labour Advisory Board here in Kampala. The 15-member team will be led by its chairperson, John Okwi.
Key among it is, what is it that we can do to improve the labor relationship and remove tension between the employer and the employees, and also to make it possible for the employees to feel that they are also a wanted group in the workplace.
Among its tasks will be to guide the ministry's leadership in matters related to, among others, formulation of policies. It will also monitor and evaluate the ministry's operations.
It will also help me, as the minister has pledged, to take into account certain laws which have been in place and may not be understood, so that we get an interpretation that will suit everybody, and both the employer and the employees.
The board has been in absence since 2019. Present at the inauguration event were the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Agri Chibenge.
Indeed, the whole ministry will be at your service to support you to achieve the targets that we'll be setting for ourselves in this important area.
The Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, whose mandate has been renewed by the President, thanked the Fountain of Honor for this yet another opportunity.
All I want to thank His Excellency the President for giving me the trust and my team in the Ministry of Gender that were all retained. I want to congratulate all of us. This has been because of the teamwork in this ministry.
She, however, challenges the new board to work towards the common goal of addressing the workers' challenges.
Majority of the issues in this ministry are issues of labor and employment. I think top on the agenda is the issue of compensation, which I want you, the team, to look at very critically, where employers are not cooperating in compensating workers who have been injured in the course of their work.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Fred!
Osmosis.
Freddy! Fred Dollar, my boss, CEO Inojo, the general of generals, the conqueror of conquerors, the first and the final, the sky above the skies, the promised land, the terms and the conditions, the international king crocodile, the source of the
Osmosis.
Nile.
I don't have money today.
Just take a polite loan of 200K to stock my shop. the signs and symptoms of success. The bank commander, not the bank teller.
Why hustle for a loan when you've got MTN MoMo? We're sorting. Use the MoMo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
The government of Uganda and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics is calling upon all stakeholders such as the chief administrative officers, city mayors, resident city commissioners, city clerks, city and division councillors, wards and LC chairpersons, as well as the residents and business communities to cooperate with the UBOS field teams as we embark on advanced preparations to conduct the National Population and Housing Census on the 10th of May 2024. The census will be a 10-day exercise to obtain statistical data and information that will be used for planning and policy formulation, including information on 1. How many we are, 2. Where we are, 3. How we are living, 4. What we own, and 5. Where we access services from. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics has now started listing of households and mapping in the 11 cities of Arua, Fort Portal, Gulu, Hoima, Jinja, Lira, Mbale, Masaka, Mbarara, Soroti, and in the Greater Kampala comprising of Kampala, Wakiso, and Mukono districts. For more information, please call 0755 342 128 or 0773 342 128. This message is brought to you by the Executive Director and Census Commissioner, Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Census 2024. It matters to be counted.
Are you planning or in the process of traveling abroad for work? Using irregular channels to find and travel for work abroad often seems cheaper and faster, but you risk being trafficked, mistreated, or forced to do work you did not agree to. Using proper channels is safer, offers more protection, and better access to support services when problems arise. Do not be deceived. Choose the proper channels. Always verify all information before traveling abroad for work by contacting the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, your local district labour office or DSOS office. You can also visit EEMIS website on eemis.mglsd.go.ug. This message is brought to you by the International Labour Organization with support from the Government of Switzerland.
For generations now, the World Bank has supported various developmental programs in many developing countries. In Uganda, one of the many programs that the World Bank supports is Uganda Support to Municipal Infrastructure Development Program, USMID, under the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. Since 2019, the USMID through the World Bank funding has been supporting urban development projects in 33 local governments comprising of 10 cities, 12 municipalities and 11 districts that host a large number of refugees. Infrastructure projects like roads with all features like drainages, cycle and pedestrian lanes, green islands, underground utility ducts, solar street lighting, among so many others have changed faces of the urban centers. While static infrastructure like markets, resource centers, community halls, and stadiums are enhancing social cohesion in district local governments hosting large numbers of refugees. Over the next 9 weeks, our senior reporter Henry Okurot will give an assessment of the impact of this project across the country every Friday in the 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. news bulletins on your public broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Welcome back from that short break. News Tonight continues now. For the people of Isingiro, Kamwenje and Kiriadongo districts, life has become unique thanks to accessibility, connectivity and easy movement. The Uganda Support to Municipal Infrastructure Development, USMID, has recently seen milestones registered through the implementation of various infrastructural projects, including the upgrade of roads. Both refugees and host communities are benefiting from the World Bank-funded projects.
This is a cocktail of refugees and host communities somewhere in the northwestern district of Kiriandongo. While some are walking on foot, some are riding bicycles, as others cruise on motorcycles. They are partaking of the road, which is currently under construction. It is Karuma Okweche Alero Konadek Road, one of the infrastructure projects being implemented under the USMID program of Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development and its gesture. Leaders of Kiriandongo appreciate.
USMID interventions in Kiriandongo district has helped in very many areas of development. The coming in of this project, first of all, it has improved on our infrastructural developments. To mention roads, environment, water, school, markets, among others.
The initiative is extended to Nanda Popara Mutunda Road, as well as the stretch from Panyadoli to the refugee settlement.
Within there we have Yabwengi Primary School. We also have the Nanda Primary School. So it is connecting also our children to the schools, our community to the health center. Another road is the low-cost ceiling, which is in a tarmac form from Bweyale Town Council. The road that goes to OPM, it is called Rift Valley.
Also, the 4.9 billion Uganda shillings bridge along Alaro Ongwalwo Laboke Road of over 11 kilometers and Karuma Okweche Alero Swamp of about 18 kilometers are milestones worth welcoming. The idea is to ease movement within and without refugee settlement. It is so far so good.
Me as a beneficiary, for sure we used to pass from the other side. And this road was really very, very bad, most especially the other side. Whereby when people were going, there were a lot of accidents, people were moving, people were dying. Even there was a time someone got an accident here, was badly hurted.
Similar to this is what the people of Isengiro are jubilating over.
The USMID have constructed us the market, which is called Chavuzare Market, which is going to boost the economy of the people in the district. They have constructed us another market in Isingiro Town Council, that is a business center of the district, where I think and I hope all my people that don't have money will at least use this opportunity to go in this market and give services to the people.
This is witnessed at the Nyunju to Rwempaju Cross drainage structure. It has an extension of 0.51 kilometer in Irushasha sub-county. Its construction has seen a return to life from the old, desperate, hard-to-cross paths to the current easy-to-ride-through moment.
Embere kaberimbi umukutambura na mnonga echiruka mukamugenda muhikaha umisho mushangamizi gataramere ubanza murgaha pichi mutambuze bigere.
The bridge connects Isingiro and Rakai districts. School-going children and the residents in the refugee host districts can easily move. In the real sense of the word, this is how bad the situation was. Besides being a loss-making stretch for traders, it was also an accident spot. Today, the predicament is history.
Okuruga hano nko kuhika nkarugaga kumwatkorira oruguudo hatembera n'inungi.
82 kilometers of roads have been upgraded in a single district, 3 markets and 2 resource centers.
The road network has helped us as the district at least to curb down all the challenges that we have been facing as far as considering the roads.
Similar achievements are open for all to see in Kamwenge, another district hosting large number of refugees in western Uganda. Out of 8 projects, 6 stand at 100% complete, while the remaining 2 are at 87%.
Under the USMID grant, we have been able to improve the gravel roads to Class C, a total number of kilometers is around 50 kilometers. The playground alone is about 3.8 billion. That is the cost at completion.
All in all, a total of 24 projects have been implemented under USMID in these refugee hosting districts. It consists of 11 projects implemented in Isingiro, 8 in Kamwenge, and 5 in Kiriandongo district.
And I really thank you so much. I thank the government for the project. I thank what you are doing. And I hope now we are going to feel okay. Even those one who are bringing their goods from the other side coming to the center, they will also be happy.
People will be able to use the road very well to take their produce and their food from the village to Karuma town market, and also be able to carry fish and other items from Karuma to supply the communities in the village up to Mutunda where the auction is.
Should we complete this Karuma Okweche Alero to Kona Deck, which is 18 kilometers, I think we shall be 100%, and that will mark the end of the implementation under this support for this financial year.
The project for additional funding to Uganda support to municipal infrastructure development has been on since April 2019 under the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, and shall be closing in 3 months' time on June 30th, 2024. Government has commenced on efforts to have a second phase from 2025 to 2030. Henry Okrut, UBC.
And in court, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has discontinued charges against semi-property consultants, proprietor Semakula Sulait, charged with 3 counts of malicious damage to property, conspiracy to commit a felony, and fraudulent procurement of land title. Meanwhile, the former Member of Parliament aspirant Busiro South, Paul Owor, has been denied bail by the High Court.
The dispute originated in Bulori Zone, Namugongo, Wachiso District, between December 14th and 28th, 2022, when Sulait Semakula Liars Sema Properties was charged of unlawfully destroying property belonging to a 99-year-old Namazi Helena. The conflict stemmed from the ownership claim, with Namazi asserting ownership since 1986, while Semakula alleging to have purchased the said land from Namazi's neighbor, leading to a dispute that started in 2000. To Dechira Magistrates Court, the Director of Public Prosecution's Office has discontinued all charges against Sulait Semakula. Defense lawyers led by Muhanji Godfrey welcomed the DPP's decision.
The rules of the file, all the evidence on court record that the Supreme Court and other courts confirmed that the state has no any case against him. And today, they have withdrawn the case against him. The money that he paid has been refunded. The title that he has posted was also released to him. This mess is being caused. That's why these people are being prosecuted for no good reason.
Sulait Semakula Liars Sema Properties expressed his thoughts on the DPP's move. In a separate proceedings at High Court Criminal Division in Kampala, before Judge Isaac Muwata, former Busiro South Member of Parliament aspirant Paul Owol's bail application was denied by court. Paul Owol faces charges of fraud, impersonation, and land malpractice. Judge Isaac Muwata has now sent him back to Entebbe Magistrates Court to proceed with the charges against him. Prosecution alleges that Paul Owol fraudulently obtained money from Joy Naweza and provided her with a fake land title after receiving payments for the land worth 70 million Ugandan shillings. Yet the same land had been sold to someone else. Deborah Namamonde, Susan Inabogode, UBC News.
And now in the area of local government, Minister for Local Government Raphael Majezi has expressed his gratitude to the President of Uganda, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for retaining him as Minister for Local Government. Majezi stated that this marks a new beginning and he prioritizes enhancing revenue collection for local government.
Local governments nationwide have long grappled with insufficient financing, leading to poor service delivery to the public.
Local governments are unable to raise local revenue. It became necessary for the ministry to come up with an intervention and a strategy to raise revenues.
In response, the Ministry of Local Government has launched its own revenue mobilization strategy aimed at boosting its income.
One, innovation, going beyond what has been done over the ages to see can things be done in a better way so that we have more revenue collected at the local government level. Two, digitalization. Rather than local government staff going to collect revenue and issuing receipts, we're going to take advantage of our work with civil society and development partners to get best experiences outside to see how do we do it better.
Minister for Local Government Raphael Majezi, retained in his position by His Excellency the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, expressed his appreciation to the President for the opportunity to serve the people.
He's the President. He can appoint, he can disappoint. So by doing that, by saying, Raphael Majezi, continue the work you are doing, it is two things. One, it's a sign of trust and confidence. But two, I'm now also assured of his support. If my president believes that I'm delivering, let's go. And this is the beginning. Improve local revenue, improve accountability to the people, use local revenue to provide services, and therefore governance improves.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government, Benjamin Kumamanya, emphasized the need for leaders in local governments to actively support the tax mobilization strategy.
Let's bring in new ideas and make sure we really address and resolve all the challenges in the revenue mobilization, generation and management spectrum so that we are able to support local governments and be able to make a case for other people to help us by providing accountability of what we are doing.
While highlighting the importance of partnerships, Uganda Revenue Authority pledged its support for the initiative's success.
We believe that the vision, with combined efforts and hard work, resilience and dedication, will shape what we want to see in the next 2, 5 and 10 years.
Additionally, some stakeholders attribute low revenue collection in local governments to a lack of awareness, calling for increased efforts in revenue education within local governments.
Matters that we need to re-examine if we are going to raise the local revenue through taxation.
Justin Nakami, UBC News.
Now, State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has successfully mediated a land dispute between Starbucks petrol station and Mogas over a piece of land situated at Takajunge Salama Road village in Makindia district.
The Minister of State for Lands, Sam Mayanja, convened a meeting to address a land row between Starbucks petrol station and Mogas. During the meeting held at the disputed site in Takajunge village, Muzailuse Joseph, the landlord, provided details regarding the land he purchased.
Chapa kubange byapa biraga nti tewali akikwagi gunaguza okujja ko gunaguza yona abadde atandika okukola petrol station wano y'amaanyi ng'ate ndaba ejja kuyamba mu kitundu.
Representing Starbucks International Limited, Isaac Kafeiro elucidated on the acquisition process of the disputed land.
Honorable Minister said there's nothing that's stopping Starbucks, Muzei, and the people who are claiming interest through Muzei, like us Starbucks, from using our land. So it is important that people respect the law because we have been frustrated not with the court order, but we've been frustrated by the OC Salama Road police station called Ivan Mwesgwa, who always comes here and deploys security police in uniform and says, I've got a call from above.
Those people under us, they are used by the private community, the business people, but we are the ones who handle the discipline of the local guards.
Dr. Sam Mayanja expressed gratitude to the President for his trust and for extending his term following the cabinet reshuffle.
By thanking His Excellency the President for reappointing me to his team and to assure him publicly that the confidence he has put in me is not misplaced. I will continue with same vigor, renewed vigor, in consultation with him as always, tapping into his wisdom. I still need to learn a lot from him. And this series of life he has given me, I will even learn more.
Mayanja said mediation is important in resolving land cases that are rotting in courts of law.
Here belongs to Muzei Lucy. He has a freehold title from Kampala District Land Board. He decided from that leasehold title to sublease to Starbucks.
He further elaborated on the relevant laws governing government land, asserting that the disputed land rightfully belonged to Starbucks International and not Mogas.
Bantu bano balangira katitu bannannyini ttaka. Empulidenti mulina security yammwe bwe kyetaagisa bawe security yeetaagisa. In brief, there was no reason why Starbucks should be stopped from their operations. So I've declared them in accordance with the law to be the rightful owners and to continue with their operations. And if there's any problem, the RDC is here to offer security.
However, there were challenges of absenteeism by representatives of Mogas petrol station, thereby threatening to derail the resolution process. Jamiru Sekaja compiled this report.
Now, as part of its corporate social responsibility, Uganda Police Force is determined to ensure Ugandans access service delivery in key areas like health and education.
Uganda Police Force, in conjunction with Namiryango College, on its occasion to celebrate 122 years, have organized a health camp that has benefited more than 1,000 community members.
We are here as part of the events to mark the celebration. We have two activities. We have the medical camp. It's a free medical camp for the community around the school and also in the neighboring villages. And also, secondly, we also have the career talk for students.
The health camp that has been a mainstay for years now tackles mental health, public health, general medical care, counseling, and dental health.
Tooth decay is rampant. Actually, statistics are showing us that 40% of the global population suffers from tooth decay. And out of every 4 adults, 1 person must have a problem which is either undetected or untreated of mostly tooth decay. And we are being told that over 350 million school-going children have gotten this problem of tooth decay.
The call is to the public to stick to the 4 pillars of good health, which are a free mind, proper nutrition, adequate exercise, and enough rest. This health camp has revealed the public unknowingly lives with ailments including diabetes, blood pressure, and poor eyesight due to inadequate frequent checks.
What brings me here is to do some general medical checkup because I feel like I should know my stand and I see how to move on with life. You know, when you know your stand, it's better. You see what to do next and how to plan for your life.
Ebiseera by'okuzaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukaluubiriza n'akatono. Eno kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu, kano kalipagano ka bidduka. Simanya kuzunga na banka siripsi. Kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala ntoko ku ssimu ye ey'omu ngalo. Ekikola kyangu nnyo. Nyiga bunyizi *M65*8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa oba okozese app ya MTN MoMo. Ate kati okola ki olwaleero? MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited erungamizibwa banka enkulu ya Uganda.
Let's get into business, where Uganda's leading telecommunication firm, MTN Uganda, has introduced a new seamless ticketing option on its MoMo platform for events experience. Let's hear more in this report.
Thank you very much.
Since its launch in Uganda in 1998, MTN Uganda has been at the forefront of innovative ideas that have helped the nation grow. From me to you, through all other mega innovations that have lately been dominated by mobile money MoMo, the intention is to enable the public get value for money. The latest that the leading telecommunications giant has released is the seamless ticketing option on the mobile money MoMo platform for event experiences.
Because a lot of people come the very day to buy those tickets, so you have no idea whether my event is a success or not, right? And then the other thing is just basic convenience, even for the customer, and the long queues. So that's the main problem that we're trying to solve. Hence the MoMo ticketing service that we have here. The beauty of this product is you see as you sell. You see every shilling as it's coming in. What does that do? It allows you to amplify. Perhaps you've only been talking about it on Radio 1, maybe you need to get more radio support. So it's really just to help you understand how your ticketing is happening on a real-time basis.
This ticketing option is a significant step in event management that will provide event organizers a solution to manage ticket sales and enhance attendees' experience.
We're going to make more sales. I want to be able to support you closely. But over and beyond that, the more you collect digitally, the more we incentivize you in terms of loans. We can actually be able to advance you credit for you to be able to organize some of those events and then pay back when you collect the funds. So that's very critical, yeah. Because when you collect in cash, we will never know how much you're collecting. But when we see your collections coming through, then definitely we should be able to get that appetite and say, no, let's extend, let's give an advance and then be able to get it back.
The unveiling took place at the MTN headquarters, where esteemed guests from various industries, mainly the entertainment sector, gathered to witness this transformative solution. This has indeed taken long to come to Uganda. There is no way in this century. We take long to know how many fans have attended our concerts, but now that's in the past.
I think so. So in terms of the ticketing, I think MoMo has done a good thing to come up with the ticketing platforms. We already embrace the digital platform, so we know how effective it is and how helpful it is in terms of us knowing in real time how many people have purchased our tickets and how the event is going.
This MoMo ticketing option that will accommodate other currencies and networks is suited for its key features, like it being a one-stop shop for entertainment, sport and movies. It's also convenient, accessible and efficient, with the likeliness of increased sales, since for a local show, fans in the diaspora can buy tickets to support their artists, even minus attending.
March is the month of film magic, as the Uganda Communications Commission brings you the regional film competition. Experience the excitement across Uganda. Northern region in Moroto from the 4th to the 8th of March. Eastern region in Jinja from the 11th to the 15th of March. Central region in Mitiana from the 18th to the 22nd of March. Western region in Kasese from the 24th to the 27th of March. Come and watch some of the best films made by your very own creative minds on their way to stardom. Follow and support the different nominees as they battle for top honors in each regional film competition. The winners will walk away with prestigious awards and exciting prizes. The regional film competition is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission, increasing diversity of Ugandan content.
Time to look at what's happening in the world of sports as we start off with rugby. Uganda's men and ladies rugby sevens national teams have returned after successful African Games in Ghana, at which both won the gold medal. The men beat others including Burkina Faso, Zimbabwe, Tunisia, Ghana, Kenya and Benin to finish unbeaten with 18 points. Players like Philip Wokorach, Adrian Casito, Norbert Okenye, Desire Ayela, all these triumphed very well. And of course their female counterparts also finished unbeaten after triumphing over Tunisia, Ghana, Nigeria and Madagascar for the 12 points that won the championship. Names like Peace Lekuro, Lydia Namabiro, Sarah Kirabo and Lona Sandra played a crucial role. Uganda sent close to 200 athletes at the 13th African Games, and so far 17 medals have been realized, with 4 of these gold from rugby, badminton and cycling. Athletes like Charles Kajimo, Husna Kobugabe, Gladys Mbabazi, Gloria Mozito, Peruth Chemtai, Dennis Davis, Neoita Halima Nakai, Josephine Lalam, Innocent Tumsime, Muzamir Semudu and Kasim Murunji have enjoyed a podium finish. Now the women's football team that won bronze also returned abroad. The same Ethiopian Airlines, like the rugby teams, as was received heroically. Now, the Patriotic League of Uganda, PLU, has launched a sports tournament which will run for a month in Kampala. Now, the tournament will bring all categories of participants, mainly from Kampala informal sector, on board. While commissioning the gala, Michael Nwajera alias or aka Toyota highlights the purpose of this development.
And we also have netball at the same time, so it's a mixed, so we have both genders, male and female. The football starts tomorrow. The main tournament will be tomorrow, where we'll have the launch and here at Old Kampala. So we'll be seeing very many teams coming from within the informal sectors, both the netballers and footballers will be playing within.
For us, we are about developing talents. We believe that we have talents, but people are not having a chance to show their talents. So we come up with an idea that we can develop talents through football. Basically football, because we see international people are earning a lot of money. And there is no difference. When you see Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ivory Coast, they are into football. They are earning as a national and the individuals. People are earning a lot of money, and we believe we can make it also.
Thank you so much once again for being a part of us. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. We celebrate you, and we want to say UBC TV programming will continue as we say good night. Have a lovely weekend.
We bring you our daily weather focus from the Uganda National Meteorological Authority. I'm Jasper Ainebuna. In the morning, most parts of the country had sunny intervals, apart from southwestern sector, especially in Rugby, where we saw a heavy downpour with lightning and thunder that destroyed all the crops and also some buildings. Therefore, it is a warning there to watch out for the heavy rains. For the satellite interpretation, the rain belt has pushed northwards, and this is likely to bring a heavy downpour tomorrow morning across our country, where we shall have light thunder showers expected, and in Nakasongola light rains will be expected. For the eastern parts of the country, light thunder showers are expected across Jinja, Toro, and in Soti, partly cloudy conditions will be expected. For the western parts of the country, we still forecast light rains that are expected, apart from Masindi with partly cloudy conditions. For the northern parts of the country, we are forecasting pretty sunny conditions together with cloudy conditions that are likely to prevail. For the afternoon sessions, we are likely to have light rains across central and with a high of 29 degrees Celsius across Kampala, and in Nakasongola, light thunder showers are expected with a high of 31 degrees Celsius. For the eastern parts of the country, these light rains are likely to persist there, and temperatures are likely to be 33 degrees Celsius across Jinja, and in Soti 34 degrees Celsius. In western parts of the country, we are forecasting light thunder showers across Kigezi Highlands with a high of 23 degrees Celsius, and in Barra 28 degrees Celsius. Light thunder showers are still expected. It's a warning there. For the northern parts of the country, we are anticipating light thunder showers across Lila with a high of 32 degrees Celsius, and in Kitugum, also Gulu, partly cloudy conditions will be expected with a high of 34 degrees Celsius. Across the globe, we are forecasting sunny intervals that are likely to prevail across Cairo with a high of 22 degrees Celsius, and in Dubai, sunny intervals will be expected with a high of 26 degrees Celsius, while in Nairobi, we are forecasting sunny intervals with a high of 27 degrees Celsius. Thank you so much for watching our daily weather focus. For more information, you can visit our website. Good evening.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Program My School a great students program and your answer to education perspective, giving you reason as to why you should pay school fees for a child's education with items like students' talents, thoughts, adventures, and skills showcased, leadership skills, and all other activities plus concerns in various schools in your locations. Remember that our children are our future generation. Don't miss Program My School.
buli munya-uganda nayitinga amakuru marungi. UBC West eyina amakuru marungi kandi agali kwesigwa. Leero za program zaayo ziri omulunya kitara hamwe n'orufumbira. UBC West eyina tekinologiya ey'omulembe eri kugibaasisa kuhika omu bicweka byona omw'ihanga nangu n'aheeru y'eihanga. Tukwatire aha frequencies ezo: Kisoro 97.7 Fama, Kabale 93.7 Fama, Hoima 99.1 Fama, Kampala 95.7 Fama, Mbarara 97.4 Fama, Futpoto 98.8 Fama, Masindi 5 Fama. Kurikiriza UBC West ohulira embaganiza. UBC West empika huna.
Program My School, a great students program and your answer to education perspective, giving you reason as to why you should pay school fees for a child's education with items like students' talents, thoughts, adventures, and skills showcased, leadership skills, and all other activities plus concerns in various schools in your locations. Remember that our children are our future generation. Don't miss Program My School.
This is Chilling. Don't miss a brand new season of Chilling on UBC TV.
The Property Line, everything real estate, construction, class, and luxury.
Real estate, it's land and developments on land.
We are now, as a country, in an auto-drive mode with respect to real estate.
We have a deficit in housing of more than 2 million units.
For the real estate, when you have income, I want you to contribute something.
Don't miss The Property Line every Saturday 7:30 p.m. and Monday 11 a.m. only on UBC TV. Inspiring Uganda.
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the Parish Development Model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The Parish Development Model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
messenger. Tu sais qu'on est toujours à l'opérationnel. Fermé, ouvre le bal, on fout le bordel. For real. Little Lion, on est ensemble. Dis-leur qu'on est Al. On fait ça bien, toi-même, tu sais. Roulez. Il était tard dans les rues de ma ville. Soudain pris par l'envie de tirer 2-3 tafs. Sur mon pilax, je marchais tranquille. Quand cet officier bleu m'interpella, Dieu montrez-moi vos papiers. Et sans faire de zèle, quelle est cette fumée, quelle est cette odeur si âcre? Est-ce que vous consommez plutôt régulièrement? Dois-je répondre à la question? Every day, every day, every day, every day, yeah.
It's the freak himself, DJ Santos. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DJ Santos 256.
Every day, every day, every day, yeah. Oh, légalisez-la. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Il me traite comme un criminel, en cellule pour 1 milligramme d'oméga. Mais la répression suffit-elle? Ou tenterait-elle à susciter l'illégal? Pas de blanche ni de chimical, non, que de la perte d'inspire musical. Ouais.
It's the freak himself, DJ Santos, the problem.
Pas mon passé. Every day, every day, every day, every day, yeah. Oh, Little Lions on the line. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Every day, every day, every day, every day, yeah. Oh, légalisez-la. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Monsieur l'officier, comment vous faire comprendre que je la consomme, que je n'en fais pas un trafic et que j'emmerde personne? Sachez que je paye mes factures, mes taxes et mes impôts. Et si je bidonne un peu, c'est parce que j'en ai plein de dos. Well, Dieu l'officier fait donc faux tard. J'irai sûrement racheter pain balai. Tu mets aussi dans la tête.
Some song of running mode. Some song of running mode. Some song of running mode. Some song of running mode.
Hey, Little Lion son, I want to some rap back boy we can't keep them out, see? Them a no big sound, them a jump on. Little Lion no clash with waste man or snitcher. Some little son boy if you know say we a killer, we not like you. Anyway you there we find you. Yeah, pussy, swear, enough of them stay so. Feelings them a carry. Little Lion son, them bad naturally. Ego, some son boy I protect when them never kill a son. Yeah, tell a son boy if it go. If them love chat, stop lies. Say you kill son when you know you flop. You use your mouth more than your dog box. Little Lion say if it stop. Tell a boy if it go. If him love chat, stop life. Palm pussy, you should never text your back. You use your mouth more than you use your cock. Lanez if it stop that. What a son can chat. At the fastest, me kill one clash with big son when you dub them stupid. Last time me check me ear down, got a bill I must say them beat instead.
It's them the freak himself, DJ Santos, the problem.
Because them do it all the time. I must see Amazon. To all them boy, I prime me up laugh because we beat them all the time. Tell us some boy if it way. If them love chat, stop lies. Say you kill sound when you know you flop. You use your mouth more than your dog box. Little Lion if it stop that. Tell us some boy if it way. If them love chat, stop lie. Palm pussy, you should never text your back. You use your mouth more than you use your cock.
This is loot and fire from your garage zone. Oh, they fly your garage zone, yes. Say me no come to hurt no flesh, say me no come to draw no blood. Little Lion sound, I go fling no hot wood. Fire burning, you know see it. Alright, foolish drop anytime me left the crib. Me say me nah left it up and small special sound boy I get one in the head. If them never try step too high, them a try a die. Hey, if a sound see me thing and try take it, 28 cutlass in a head me a go left it. him a get one in the head. If a sound try step too high, little lion sound. Hey, I no vex them, vex. I just surprise them, surprise when them realize. Little lion still the bout. Look safety, yes, them a run, but them can't hide. Them realize. Little lion, whoa. I no vex them, vex. I just surprise them, surprise. Them realize. Little lion still the bout. Look safety, yes, them a run. Little lion sound, yeah. Alright. Me no want food. If I really love to know he must come. No escape for those who come faking. Burn them out for just fun. Them and them keep up folly. Rasta the realest and the sun. Try take man, try to spoil up my phone. Feel like we dropping my gun. It's a good thing the Rasta got stamina. At this time and I go back down. Them know me comfort and long in ya. Labba them tongue. Hypocrite them try to stigmatize. I try bring me down. That one ya, a straight fire burn. I no vex them, vex. I just surprise them, surprise when they realize. Little lion still the bout. Look safety, yes, them a run, but them can't hide. Them realize.
Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DJ Census 256.
Little lion still the bout. Look safety, yes, them a run. Them jump and a run. You know see it, crown king of kings. We run dance hall. Champion boom sound, we rule up yard and broad. Them yard. Chop. Now listen the words I hear them sound boy. They talk in my news. Abuse them, use laugh, cover balling. Me left them stone cold fi stretch them neck like garling. Got them to listen to the warning. I no vex them, vex. I just surprise them, surprise. Them realize. Oh yeah, little lion. Them realize. Them sound boy realize.
I say,
Full is trap.